Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin for Blue Collar Survival, and it's time for another review. Today I'll be reviewing the Schrade SCHF42, and I'll be reviewing it for the good people over at grindworks.com. I will throw a link down in the description down below for their website and for this knife on their website. Definitely check them out. Very good prices over there, and really good people. I really enjoy talking to them. So definitely check out Grindworks. They have a lot of good specials going on. Also, before I get started, leave me some comments down below if you think I should hard use test this after the review. After you watch this, leave me some comments down below about it. Alright, so if you're new to my channel and you're looking for the best bang for your buck in the EDC world, hit that subscribe button down there somewhere below. And if you enjoy what I'm doing, throw me a thumbs up. So today I'll be doing this fixed blade, which I was pretty excited about when I asked for it. It's, I don't know, I just like it. I like the way it is. It's a Schrade, which I know Schrade has gotten a bad rap over the last few years. I've had hit and misses with them. So I figure, you know what, let's try one. And that's why I want to know if we can beat on it, because I know their heat treat's been one of the issues at hand with them. So go ahead and get into this. So you got your leather sheath, just your basic, leather sheath. More than likely, if I hold on to this, I will be hitting up Mr. Donnie Petrie for some custom leather work. But I specifically asked for this knife just because I like the way it looks, and I like how the size of it for a good camp knife. It's a 1095 high carbon blade, and it has grivery, which I'm not familiar with a whole lot. I haven't had any grivery handle knives, but from what I've read, it's a high temp polymer. It's a resin it's a synthetic resin that's similar to nylon, but it's not nylon. But they use it to make high temperature parts for cars and stuff like that, for engines. So kind of interested in how this would hold up in a hard use test beating on it. It feels very solid. This thing is a beast. Let me get my scale out quick. Should have been a little more prepared and had that, but it's just right behind me. We'll go ahead and weigh it without the sheath. So we got 9.2 ounces, and for you over the pond, what just happened? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Tweet. Smart guy. Here we go. For our friends across the pond, 261 grams. Why not? We'll throw the sheath on there. 341 grams and 12 ounces. So, it's a heavy knife. It is heavy. I'm not even going to lie. Holding it in hand, it is solid. The handle is just under an inch thick, and the blade, for stock-wise, it's just under a quarter-inch thick. I think it's 0.19 inches. So, solid stock. It's got a recurve in it, which I know may be a turnoff for some people. I know with a stone, they can be a little more difficult to sharpen. I use the Ken Onion, which is the recurves are not a problem. But they did actually put a really nice grind on this. I think they did a good job on this grind. It looks really good. It's clean. Not a fan of the coating on it. I would like to strip this thing down. Plus that coating, you're going to have an issue with trying to strike a ferro rod with it. You would have to file down a spot on the spine just for striking the ferro rod. But I think I'm going to strip this thing down. And the handle, it's solid, and I like the size of it, but there's not much grip to it. It's pretty slick, no texturing whatsoever on it. So I may do some modifications with that, see if I can put some grind notches in it or something. We'll see. Maybe before I do the hard use test, I'll modify a little bit. It's got your lanyard hole in the back with your jimped out. I don't know. I suppose you could use that as a beat down stakes. It should hold up depending, but with that hole there, I kind of wonder if that wouldn't crack. Held together by your Torx each side. Fit and finish on it's nice. It's real nice. It's Griffin Designs. The jimping with that coating on there, and it's not very sharp. It's a pretty wide, pretty wide on there. And I just like skipped all kinds of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and throw the specs up here, and let's do some size comparisons real fast before I kind of get further in this. Got a Paramilitary 2. Kershaw Needs Work that I just got yesterday. We'll go with another fixed blade. So we got the K-Bar 1211 fighting knife. And, of course, a Bic lighter. Alright, so back to where you're going. So, the coating on it really does affect the jimping, and it's a wide jimping, so it doesn't, maybe if you had gloves on, that would really bite into the leather, but you get a pretty solid hold onto the handle. I think this thing would hold up. I think I'm just going to do the hard use test, because it just seems like something that needs to be done. Blade on it is just over 5 inches with a cutting edge of 4 3/4 inches. Like I said, the stock on this is plenty thick. God, they really did do a nice grind on that. The only thing I seen with the fit and finish that was a little hit is when they were putting the grind on it, they hit right there. And right there. No biggie. Like I said, if I strip it, you won't even notice that anymore. I love the drop point, the slight drop point on it. I just like the blade shape of this. It feels like a good camp knife. Definitely heavy if it's something you're going to be backpacking or something. I probably wouldn't recommend. I'd probably recommend something a little lighter. I mean, Bark River makes a lot of really light bushcraft knives. I mean, even more, but more is not solid like that. Don't know how I quite feel about this. I wish they would have just flat ground that all the way up. I guess it's just an aesthetic choice they made, but it's just something to kind of get in the way if you're really trying to get into some sort of whittling with the wood, if you're trying to get some tinder and stuff like that. You know, these fixed blades, they're actually really quick reviews. There's not as many moving parts on it, so I don't know. That's all I really got on this. It's a really nice knife. Price on it, $45.95 on grindworks.com. I like the feel in hand. Sheath, it's about what you expect from most knives that you get, unless they're high-end fixed blades. I mean, it's not a bad sheath, but it's what you expect. It's leather. I'm just not a fan when they do these huge loops, and that thing just way too much flop. I think I'd like something a little more custom that's form-fitting. Donnie, I may get in touch with you. We'll see how she holds up. If it doesn't break when I do the hard use test, everybody keeps saying, hey man, heat treat. That's what the issue with this been. So I do like holding these things. I've been sitting on the couch playing with it, and I felt alright. So I got a little wiggle. Let's see if I can tighten it, but yeah. Just picked it up and I felt something little. You can kind of hear it almost. But a little wiggle in there. We'll have to see if tightening that up will do anything. Size of hands, I mean, if you get a large hands, you're still good to go. My medium hands, I mean, it still leaves, what, just maybe at about 1.5 inches left behind. So plenty of space. Get that lanyard put on there and wrapped around your wrist. So if you're really, really giving it a chop, I don't know if I'll put a lanyard. I might put a lanyard on there before I do the hard use, just for safety reasons. I don't want that knife flying out and hit me in the leg. I have to go to work. I need to pay the bill, so. Alright guys, well that's all I really got in this. Throw me some comments down below. My first impressions of this, I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I like it. I like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. I like how solid it is. We'll see if it stays 2 thumbs up after beating on it. But leave me some comments down below if you guys have this knife and what you think of it. Alright everybody, it's Justin for Blue Collar Survival. You guys be safe.